Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim coming at you with a product review, an accessory review, not necessarily a game review, but as you guys saw, I did an unboxing for this, the PowerA Nano Wireless Enhanced Controller, and I've been using it for a few days and just wanted to give you guys an update and an overview of how I feel about the controller. I got some of my notes right here too, so I wanted to make sure I had that, because off the cuff I didn't want to miss anything. But again, this is a PowerA controller. It's a nano controller. It is nano because it's like almost 1 inch smaller than a normal controller. And I know a lot of you guys are going to ask, what's it like compared to the Pro controller. So there's Nintendo's Pro controller, and here's the Nano. So there's a size comparison here. Or if I can get where my hands are going here. I was trying to look at it, line it up. But anyways, so that's the different sizes. But as you guys can see, so here's you see the buttons there. This is the Pro controller. And this is the Nano controller. And the buttons are essentially the same, lined up the same as the Pro controller versus the Nano controller. Excuse me, I probably called this the Pro, but you can see the buttons are pretty much lined up the same and pretty much the same size. Actually, they are the exact same size, and I think that's what they even say on the website here, which I have up on the screen. But the difference is that if you look in the back of the Pro controller, Nintendo does not have the buttons, but the enhanced one does. It has the extra buttons here that you can program with the center button here, so that you can change up a button that you have on the front here to a back button. And let's see if I have it here. It also comes with, as you saw in the unboxing video, it comes with a little bag that you can put the controller in and wire in. And I thought that was a nice touch to it. But some of the things I wrote down from that I saw from the website and using it too, I haven't had to charge it since I've had it for the past few days and been using it. That it's rechargeable, and so it doesn't use batteries, or recyclable batteries or the disposable batteries. It lasts up to 20 hours. Comes with a 10-foot USB-C cord, which another controller that I got did not come with a wire that long. So you can plug it up to your dock and use it there while it's charging. It's compact size, standard buttons, controls, has motion controls. So it does have the motion controls. So that comes in handy for some of those games. It's got the rear mappable rear buttons, like I mentioned before. So you hold down this button here, and it will, when you hold that down, then you select the button to map. Like for instance here, let me show you here. One of the things I did, let me get to turn that off. Let me turn on Animal Crossing, because I want to show you guys what I mapped. Essentially what I mapped was, on Animal Crossing, when you're using the game, you press the up button to open up your tools wheel. I changed that to be the left button, and as you can see, when I'm holding the controller, my two middle fingers, and no, I'm not trying to flip you off, my two middle fingers here rest very nicely on those two buttons. And speaking of which, as you can see where my hands are, in comparison to using the Pro controller, it's the only difference that I felt, other than not having the rear buttons, is that your hands are just farther apart, this way. So there's more, I guess, room. You don't feel like you're cramping up going this way. But it felt the exact same way. Other than that, these two controllers feel exactly the same. So It's just longer periods of time I noticed that my arms are a little bit closer inside than they were with the Pro Controller. Or if you were to even say, for playing on the Switch on the go, obviously your hands are a little bit wider on that. So, but let me start up my Animal Crossing. And actually, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everybody, because I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, because I wanted to get this done real quick. And hopefully if you got some Christmas money and you're interested in buying another controller or something smaller, you've got this option. So, because it is a good option, alternative to the Pro Controller, where the Pro Controller I think is $70, $60 or $70. This is $50 right now, and you can pre-order it here on their website. But here, let me get into this so I can show you what I was talking about. Of course, today is Toy Day, being Christmas Eve. So I got a lot to do. I haven't played this yet today. I need to give gifts to everybody. But let me get this started up. And then that way you guys can see what I'm talking about here. I have all my gifts ready, as you can see right there. I have to pick those up. Did I put something in the bank? I must have put something in the bank. But not much. Oh, that is more than I thought. Alright. Alright, let's put that away. So, yeah, so what I was talking about is you press up on the controller, it opens up your tool wheel, right? So, let's close that. But, I'm going to press the back button here, because I mapped it to do that for this game. I mapped it to the up button there. So, I thought that was pretty cool, that I could change it there and just be able to press it with my middle finger on the fly. So press it both. I just thought that was really cool. I haven't used enhanced buttons before, or the rear buttons on controllers before, and I know that there's more expensive controllers out there for the Xbox and PlayStation, and then the PlayStation even came out with a back button set that you can clip on to the PlayStation. I don't have one yet, but you can clip it on here, and then you got two triggers in the back, right there in the same place. That could be programmed, and that goes for, I've seen it as cheap as $20 at GameStop actually. But I like that because it gives an option, and I'm going to play with this too because I like racing games. I'm going to see if that's better for using for racing games or some of the other games. But as of right now, playing around with it, I've pretty much only used it in Animal Crossing. I did use this controller while testing out a couple other games, and it had no problems with it. It's, like I said, it felt just like the Pro Controller, and other than just being closer together with my hands, and I can feel the difference with my shoulders when I'm playing kind of like this, because my elbows tend to go in a little bit closer when I'm really concentrating. So that's the only thing that I felt like could be a complaint or a con to this controller. But most of the pros outweigh it because it's easier to travel. This does fit in my bag a little bit easier, or has a little bit more room to play with that. Sammy liked holding it. It's probably good for kids, especially. It's not as big and clunky to them as the Pro Controller is. So this is probably a benefit to kids, kids of any age, or people with smaller hands. And not saying I have big hands, but I feel like I can get away with using other things like this for the time. But if I'm going to play for a longer time, I will probably use the Pro Controller more for longer periods. But the other thing too that would be cool, I don't know if it would fit on here, probably still it would be kind of ridiculous if they did it, but if they came out with a clip for this that could clip on, and then I could put my Switch screen right in front of it, then maybe I'd use it more too. I don't know, we'll see, because I'm really addicted to the clips on controllers thing. So anyways, that's some of the information. Let's go back to the site real quick. Display capture. And I'm going to turn this off real quick because I don't want the... Well, you know, it was nice music. I'll keep the Animal Crossing music in the background going. Alright, so let's go to check out the website. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. So there's two different colors. There's the gray and neon, which looks really cool. And then, of course, the one I showed you, the black and gray. Very nice. And, you know, classic look. So, and then you can go to the pre-order. Because it's not, it's not expected to come out until winter 2020. So, winter just started. So, anywhere between now and, you know, February, March. So, it's $49.99, as you can see here. Of course, you can always get it at other retailers as well. And these are all the key features that I mentioned, like the Bluetooth technology. Let's see, standard size buttons, controls, features motion controls, mappable advanced gaming buttons. And that's what they're called in the back, actually. If you look at the buttons, they're actually AGR and AGL. Advanced gaming left and advanced gaming right. Oh, the LEDs are here for the player, the bottom, and also the indicators for low batteries and stuff like that. So the light, actually I think that's what this, you won't be able to see it because it's not on right now, but there's a light right here, an LED. Internal rechargeable battery, up to 20 hours per charge, 6 foot. Oh, it says 6 foot, but I had 10 foot down. Interesting. I wonder if I wrote that down wrong, or I thought I got that from something. So it's 6 feet or 10 feet. The wire I have is upstairs, so I don't have it on me right now to check. But still pretty long. It's longer than some of the other controllers I got. And it uses a USB-C charging cable. The drawstring pouch, wireless controller officially licensed, and it has a 2-year limited warranty, which I thought that was interesting and impressive because it's usually 1 year. So great on the go, and then I had this playing in the background, so you guys could have probably been watching that. Again, almost 1 inch smaller than their controllers, and definitely smaller than Pro Controller. And this is how you program the rear buttons. USB-C, and again the key features. So a lot of stuff to go on there, and of course, if you guys like PowerA controllers, they're regular size ones. They have some new ones that I just have to call out because they look pretty sweet. Especially this Meat Boy one. My favorite colors are black and red, so of course that jumps out to me, as well as the Doomslayer Club one. They're pretty sweet looking. In fact, all 4 of these are sweet looking, and I used to collect the PowerA controllers. In fact, on my shelf back here, I have the Metroid and Zelda Chrome PowerA controllers, and then I also have their regular PowerA controllers that I like the design. I was like I think they were called the Shadows set, because it was all black with one had of course the Metroid symbol on it, or Samus symbol, and then the other one has the Zelda shield on it. So I have those, and I had to stop because they do have some cool ones, and of course they can get expensive, especially if you get the wireless ones. But they awesome colors, and there's even more out there if you see them at Target, GameStop, Walmart, wherever you like to shop. Obviously, Amazon. There's some pretty sweet designs that if you're a collector, these would be cool, or if you need some controllers. They're pretty good looking, and they're priced comparatively to the Pro Controller a lot better. So like 20 to 30. Well, it depends on how much the Pro Controller is, but so you can save a little bit of money there, and you don't feel like you're getting too cheap because they're built pretty well. This is built pretty well. It's got a nice solid feel. And it could be a little bit grippy here because it does feel a little plasticky and not enough to grip on, but again, I'm gonna start nitpicking probably if I keep going at it a little too much. But again, standard size buttons. They're not using the Joy-Con type joysticks. They're using standard type joysticks. The D-pad does feel different than the, of course, the Nintendo's Pro Controller, because nobody can seem to match that. Closest, I think, is 8-bit do. And I think I've heard other people say that too, but it's not bad. It does the things. It just, I guess it depends on what you prefer. But if I go any further, I'll probably just keep on rambling about different things, and I think I've covered enough of what needed to be covered here. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helps make your decision on whether you want to pick up one of these or not. And if you do, let us know in the comments, and keep tuned in to the Nintendo Dads podcast for more updates on PowerA controllers, because they've been very nice to send us this stuff. In fact, I didn't bring the card down with me, but they gave us a Christmas card saying that they thanked us for our support and wish us happy holidays. So thanks again, PowerA, for giving us this opportunity to share these items with our community so that they can make good consumer choices. Well, again, this is Tim signing off, and thanks again for stopping by. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.